Hi, I'm Caitlin and welcome to a new vlog. In the last video, I went over part one of my vision board for 2024. I split it up into about 6 different categories of home and travel and health and fitness and all sorts of other things. And so if you haven't already taken a look at the first video, go ahead and take a look. And I thought in the beginning of this video, I would finish up the second half of that and then I'll get into the rest of my week. So let's talk about style. I've always had a mix of trendy and classic pieces in my wardrobe. When I was a little bit younger, I would fall more on the trendier side. As you can see on my other vlogs, I shop all the time. And so it's very easy for me to fall into the pattern of picking up whatever is trendy or picking up a bunch of random pieces rather than kind of focus on some really solid, long-lasting pieces. In the last year, I've kind of gotten away from some of those pieces that I knew that I was going to give away to Salvation Army in a year or two and buy more classic timeless pieces. Just kind of want a more sophisticated and kind of classier look. I wear a lot of black lately. I wear a lot of creams and whites, and I still love a lot of fun colors. I mean, I literally have blue nails with a pattern and everything like that. So that's not going away anytime soon. With that, I have bought a lot this year. I was enjoying my first full year, being on quota, having those commission checks, and just enjoying it. There are some other pieces that I have on my list for next year, and hopefully I can tone it down a little bit, although after you hear my list, you're probably gonna say you didn't tone it down at all. But I did want to share with you some of the classic pieces that I have on my list to buy next year. So if you haven't seen one of my other vlogs, I forget which one it is at this point, but when I was in Paris, I got myself a Cartier watch. I don't have a watch. Frankly, I was an Apple Watch kind of girl for a really long time, and I just feel like when I go into meetings, it just doesn't look good, and it just kind of clashes with my outfits and kind of breaks up the fine lines and everything, and I just didn't really like the way that it looked. So this year I knew that I wanted to get a watch. I ended up choosing the Cartier one, which I'm super excited to get for Christmas. But another thing that I wanted with it is some sort of a bracelet. I've been looking for a bracelet, whether that's a tennis bracelet or, something that kind of matches my Cartier one. If I'm being honest, I'm probably leaning between 2 different ones. One is the Love bracelet from Cartier. Reason why I'm leaning towards that is because I'd put it on my same hand as my watch and it'd be the same. I like that it matches and coordinates. My problem with it is that I had no idea. I mean, my watch had a pretty hefty price tag on it, and I kind of assumed that. But I had no idea that the bracelets, I kept on hearing about the Love ring and the Love bracelet, and frankly, never really checked the price until I was really looking at it. And they're expensive. And I'm not even looking at the gold ones or the ones with diamonds. They're a solid, they're gonna cost you 5, 6, 7 grand, which is insane. So we'll see about that one. And then my other one, and actually, am I wearing them today? I am. So I got these diamond earrings from Costco years ago, and they're one of my favorite staple everyday earrings that I wear, and they actually have tennis bracelets in there as well. I can't decide if I want a full diamond one or if I want an emerald one to match my ring that you probably see. Emerald is my birthstone and also my favorite color, so I thought that it might be cool to have an all emerald one, but I haven't found one that I liked, and also, again, it comes with a heftier price tag. I think that Costco, though, does a really decent job with, I think, the pricing being a little bit more reasonable, and again, I have pieces like this from Costco, and they're awesome. So those are jewelry pieces that I would like. My other thing that I'm looking for next year is a black Chanel crossbody handbag. I have more handbags than I probably want to admit, but I tend to lean towards colors. And the reason why I really love my bags is because a lot of the brands that I have in those colors, like Chanel and Dior, they're seasonal. And so they'll come out with a color, and then if you don't grab it or if you don't have the chance to grab it, you'll never see it again. They'll never make that same exact color. They come out with a green bag, and then, 5 years later they come out with a green bag. It's always going to be a slightly different shade. It might be lighter, it might be darker, it might be similar, but it will never be the same. And so I always was like, well, I can always pick up a black bag, like let me get the limited edition ones, because I like the idea of having something that not everybody on the street has. So that's what I've always geared towards. But sometimes, again, when I'm talking about kind of changing up my style and going into more like classier outfits, when I have like a bright purple handbag or a green or a blue, they're beautiful, but I wish that I just had a black sometimes with some outfits. So I don't know which one I'll get. I just know that unfortunately Chanel handbag prices are just ridiculously high, and similar to why I got one of the Lady Dior's this year, the price just keeps on going up and up, and at some point I would hope that I have a limit and I'd say, okay, I'm not getting any more. We'll see. Again, these are a lot of like big ticket items, but those are like my biggest items that I want to get next year. So if I can put money aside and kind of make that work, that would be a goal. That's kind of it. I mean, I have a couple of other like health and fitness things that frankly, I think we're all kind of on the same page with. We want to do better. I'm going to kind of leave that one out. I am heading out and I'm going to meet my family and my niece and nephew for lunch, and then we're going to go see something Frozen related, I think. So we're going to do that. So I'll clip in a couple things here, but yeah, thank you so much for watching, and let's go see Frozen. Happy Friday before Christmas. I just finished coming home from going in the office for a little bit today and had some things to finish up. I also am going to go see the new movie in a couple of hours. We're going to do dinner, and then the new movie of Anyone But You, I think is what it's called, with Sydney Sweeney and Glenn Powell. Glenn is the easy one to remember. He's Hangman in the newer version or the newer movie of Top Gun, so he's a hard one to forget. And then just about everyone knows who Sydney Sweeney is. So I'm really excited. I love a good rom-com, and I think it should be a really good movie, so I'll let you know how that turns out. And then tomorrow morning, I'm just going to Maryland for a couple of hours, and then my sister and her husband get in tomorrow afternoon, and then we're just probably gonna have dinner here and just some wine. I've got just lots of other family things. Obviously, again, we hit Christmas Eve and Christmas and baking and all that stuff. And then next Friday, I have a big family thing. On Saturday, I have one of my best friend's birthdays. So just a lot going on, but all super fun things. That's what this time of year is supposed to be. So I'm really excited. When I did my hair this morning, I also used a curling iron instead of my Dyson this time, just for something different. And the volume and the curls look really good. It's been like 2 or 3 hours now since I did it, and it still looks pretty good. I also got annoyed with my bangs a little bit, so you can kind of see them peeking through a little bit, but I've tried to kind of hide them with some hairspray. But I needed to see my forehead again a little bit, and I needed a little bit of a break from those. So I pushed them to the side, at least for now, and I might kind of bring them back up. But they're also growing, so they're starting to get in my eyes a little bit. So I'm just gonna kind of leave them there today. But yeah, a lot of fun things going on. I hope that you guys have enjoyed my videos so far. I think I've hit now about like 60 subscribers, which is really, really cool. Thank you very much for everyone that has, watched my videos, subscribed, commented, all that stuff. I really appreciate it. I, again, wanted to do these vlogs on YouTube for quite a while, and, just didn't think that it was going to be entertaining enough, or that, it might stress me out. And frankly, it's been really fun so far. I'm not really worried about a lot of the little things, and I'm just kind of recording, and I hope that you guys like them. I think that you guys do. So Thank you again so much for watching. I'd like to do a couple of just different things with my vlogs next year. I might try to get on more of a pattern. I feel like in the beginning I was uploading videos like once a week, and then I changed to like every couple of days, but I've also been traveling a lot, so that's a lot easier to do. Now when I get back into my schedule and I take down my Christmas decorations and all the craziness is over, things are probably going to slow down a little bit. I'm gonna try to figure out what best to do with some sort of schedule for you all, so at least you guys know the next time I'm gonna post my next video. And I also want to do something with like maybe the intro or kind of update some of the vlogs as well. I'm learning, trust me, I'm not very tech savvy even though I'm in the tech industry. I like to make some updates, make them a little bit better, make them a little bit more entertaining, but so we'll see what I ended up doing with next year. But either way, yeah, I'm gonna continue vlogging next year. I hope that you guys continue to watch and enjoy and like and comment, subscribe. But yeah, just thank you so much. Only 1 or 2 more videos left of the year, and then we'll be in January. It's crazy. But thank you again so much for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.